as much as Kendrick fans don't want to admit this, right? Because I'm getting a different attitude from Kendrick fans now, right? And definitely on Facebook. They're now trying to say, well, we need receipts from both sides. What? You didn't need receipts from Kenny when he said he had an 11-year-old daughter. Y'all ran with that. Y'all ran and jumped off the front porch with that information. Y'all couldn't wait for that. But all of a sudden, when Drake drops The Heart Part 6 and he tells you that I fed you a story about 11-year-old that you didn't verify, and I gave you a story about me ratting, and you took that, then where's the proof on that? Like, see, Kendrick fans are being one-sided. They really, the culture wants Kendrick to win. Like, let's be real, right? The culture wants Kendrick to win. They want him to be the black savior. And they're tired of Drake winning and being on top, right? He had his time. But the problem is you can't put Drake down. This man is still in the game. He's outsmarting him. And whenever you get something and it's misinformation, he just gave y'all misinformation. He just spilt millions of bad information to y'all, and y'all was walking around running with it, and Drake and his camp was sitting back like he thinks that he has a mole from somebody in my camp. Kendrick Lamar even said in the song, have you thought that OVO might be working for me? When you go back to these tracks knowing what was done now, those things are not aging well. They're not.
God damn it. You can't make this shit up.
They're not aging well for the TDE family. It almost, see, Drake is petty, but what it looks like is that Drake thought this particular war out and Kendrick was just being reactive. Drake was being proactive, Kenny was being reactive. And the moment that anything came towards his table, he just took it, threw it in a rap, and rambled on about it, and double and triple entendres, and guess what? Didn't mean nothing. So to me, the Meet the Grams record and 616, like, it's null and void, bro. It's damn near null and void. It's not even real information. It's already been shown that he set y'all up. It's already been said that. So now that is the case, Kenny looks stupid. And y'all don't want to let y'all legend down. But it is what it is, because at the end of the day, it will be remembered that Drake pulled a fast one on Kendrick Lamar. Y'all go rock with it. Y'all got music out of it, all because of Drake, right? At the end of the day, this was all Drake energized. From Like That record to a couple records that you guys got to records that I got as well that I can play this summer, were all Drake energized. That is one thing that you cannot deny. You would have not gotten to Kendrick Lamar if Drake did not respond with push-ups. Okay? You wouldn't have gotten any records from Kenny until he dropped his album. That's the truth. All right? So I'm going to read some of the comments. All right? Why didn't Drake drop The Heart after Meet the Grams to clarify? Drake's playing chess, man. See, what we want them to do is we want them to drop music whenever they want to. Just like Kendrick Lamar did, and that's why he just said some bad information. Because he's too busy trying to be reactive and follow the timelines of what we want him to do. And now he's taking bogus information. Drake is being strategic, bro. Surgical, bro. He's being so surgical with this. He's making sure that this lands. This is a plot twist. This was a plot twist that many people were not expecting. And to me, this is almost like, if I beat you in a game, or I keep tricking you in a game, this game is over. You're not ready. Drake has been through these beefs. Kendrick hasn't. Kendrick got something to learn from this. He got something to learn from this, right? So I think Drake did it the right way. Drake dropped, listen, hold on, before I read this. Drake dropped so he did Family Matters, Meet the Grams. He dropped less than 3 days after. Less than 3 or 4 days after. Y'all don't see, and then this is the thing. Then y'all don't want to give him credit when y'all say, I need you to drop this weekend, or he need to drop this week. And then when he drops in a couple days and responds to like the Rick Ross plane thing was a timestamp. He talks about the pedo stuff. He talks about day free. He talks about planning of the 11-year-old daughter. And he timestamped that. And he did it within 3 to 4 days. And that's still not good for y'all. That's still not good for Kendrick fans. Because Kendrick fans are doing this. And I've already seen it when it comes to the post that I've made on my Facebook and what I see in the media. You guys are doing this. You're taking it and you're moving the goalpost. Every time a conversation comes up, well, why didn't Drake do this? Why didn't he do that? And why didn't he do this? And the goalpost constantly gets moved because you guys want Kendrick to win. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen,
It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Drake is up. Drake has outsmarted the TDE count. Okay. So why let K-Dot have life to make not like us instead of dropping the heart right after the grams? See, this is what I'm saying. The goalposts just keep getting moved. It just keeps getting moved and moved and moved. Look, Not Like Us is a good record, right? I got to talk a little bit low. Not Like Us is a good record. That's a good record. It took 4 shots. I'll say 3. It took 3 shots for him to get this right. And he can have the Not Like Us record. That's cool. Drake still got push-ups from this, and he still got Family Matters. Family Matters just got on Apple Music. So don't be surprised if that starts getting replay and climbing up the charts in the next week or two. But Not Like Us was cool. He got that record out of there. Even Drake kind of trollingly said, hey, I like that record if he wasn't saying this and that. I even said that's a good record. But it took him 3 times to really, really shoot and get it. My final analysis of this beef, and maybe I'll bring it up tomorrow if we got something else to come up. Hold on one second. Let me move this out the way. I believe that Kendrick Lamar should have come much harder in this beef. I think he was playing it too nice in the first 2 rounds with Drake. And Drake is not somebody to play nice with. He should have been giving us not Like Us. That should have been in the very first round. That would have set a crazy tone for this. But it didn't. He came with Euphoria. It was so laid back and like, bro, I was falling asleep. Right? And not only was Drake going at Kendrick Lamar, he was going at 20 other people, but it still counted. And so Kendrick fans were saying, well, we need a Kendrick focused record. But he's giving you disses and he's giving you bars within that song, a nice amount of bars. We cannot continue to move the goalposts when it comes to this beef, or we can't really have a good conversation. Drake has lived up to an expectation when it comes to timeline. Has he not? When it comes to timeline of dropping a record, has Drake not lived up to the timeline expectation? He has not taken 2 and 3 weeks to drop stuff. Drake has been dropping within the week, sometimes within days. Even after Kendrick drops the bomb of Meet the Grams within the same hour, he comes back less than 3 to 4 days later with the Heart Part 6. Like, he's been living up to that expectation. And again, Kendrick fans are missing the fact that he can't even use the Heart Part 6 anymore. He had to take down the 616 freestyle. He fed him fake information that he used and spilled to millions of y'all.
Audio Jungle.
And he exposed the fact that he might be a domestic abuser. And we didn't even know who his wife was. And now we are talking about, oh, there go Whitney. Oh, that's Whitney. Like, bro, Drake definitely did his thing. And I believe that Drake's got more in the chamber. Do you really think that someone of Drake's caliber would just say, all right, man, that's it? You don't think that he might mess around and drop something again this week just for good measure? While everybody has already got the lowered expectation, don't think nothing gonna happen, he could drop again. You really think that Drake is done? You really think he ain't gonna run back up? Listen, Drake is ready to go. This is why he started this entire thing up. Y'all want him to surrender so bad to Kenny. Y'all want him to surrender. But he started it. And he said, I'm going to continue with it. And he outsmarted the man. So listen, before I get off this thing, if we can't talk about one thing first, which is it a brilliant thing to feed your opponent, your op, fake information first? Before y'all start moving the goalpost, isn't it a brilliant idea to create a beef and then feed them fake information to then turn around and say, bro, why would you try the same thing Pusha T tried? See, that's how badly they want to take out Drake because it worked with Pusha T. I think that Pusha T was kind of a scarier opponent than Kendrick Lamar. I ain't gonna lie. You know why I think that Pusha T was probably a little more scary than Kendrick Lamar? Pusha T had nice beats and he was going at Drake with the vengeance. He wanted to take